Hey everybody, thanks for coming by. I just wanted to share a very interesting story. I've been trying to decide if I wanted to share this or not. So this is kind of for some special friends that I follow. They're called Beyond the Veil. So you can go check their channel out. They're called Beyond the Veil. Chris and Cherie Geo. Very interesting channel. So very quickly, my phone is just doesn't have a lot of memory, so um, I'm sure most of you that have come through my channel would probably be aware of, plant medicines like mushrooms and DMT and ayahuasca. Um, I know that those kinds of things are very personal, and I've never tried ayahuasca. I'm I'm curious about it, but the story is there's a story behind this. Now, I've not drank ayahuasca yet, and if it's meant to be that I'm to drink ayahuasca, I have 100% faith that if that's supposed to be on my path, that will come. If I am meant to drink, I will. This happened about in 2016. I found out about ayahuasca, so I haven't really been aware of it for very long, but I've watched plenty of videos, I've researched it up and down, and I've been very curious. But back in February 2017, my grandmother passed away. And at that time, I was really listening to the ayahuasca music and the Icaroos and the music of the ceremonies. And my mother called me and said that, your grandma's transitioning out of this world. And for some reason, I felt like I had to get into the bathtub because I feel more at home in water than I do on land. Like, if I could be a mermaid, I would be a mermaid. I'm really more at home there in that element. So I got into the bath, and it was in the middle of the day, and I was listening to the Icaroos. And I knew my grandmother was passing. I could feel it. So, there's people. All right. I could feel her leaving. And as I was in the tub, I felt her presence come to me. And she wasn't old anymore. She was like 17 or 18 years old. And I'm seeing this in this place. I can't tell you. I don't hear voices. I'm not a channeler. I'm very intuitive. And she came to me and asked me if it was okay for her to go. And I said, yes, Ma, it's okay. You can go. I love you very much. Everything's gonna be okay. And it seems she was there with me a little bit, sitting with me and listening to these Icaroos. And mind you, I'm completely sober here. I'm not on anything. And I felt her leave. And I knew she had left. And the music and the energy of my spirit with her spirit it's like it was this beautiful goodbye. It was, even though I wasn't in her physical presence, I was in her spiritual presence as she was transitioning into the next life. And the Icaroos were the background noise for her journey. And I just felt so honored to be there, holding sacred space for her as she left. And I felt her go. And then my mother, called me to say, and I said, you don't have to tell me. I already know that she's gone now. And I'm trying not to cry, but because it was kind of very, very, it wasn't sad. It was more of a celebration of a life moving on to another life. And it was so, so special to me. We were very distant. My family is not very close. That was the closest I'd been to her in her entire life. So, maybe I'll take ayahuasca one day. I don't know. I'm not hung up on or expecting anything. But even though I've never drank ayahuasca, I've still embodied that, the spirit, the energy, and that frequency, and it helped my grandma pass. And now she's resting in power with my grandpa in the same cemetery. I should go visit them. So they sleep side by side. And of course, they're not there. It's just their remains. I know this. But so that's my story, my ayahuasca story, without actually drinking ayahuasca yet. I don't know why I wanted to share that, but I felt like it was time. Alright guys, well, if you choose to take plant medicines, please do it safely, do your research, and do things responsibly. I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything either way, whether to do it or not. That's completely up to you. Alright guys, well, whatever you choose to do, know yourself, honor yourself, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe I'll have another story soon. Alright you guys, have a wonderful day, and I want to put favor on anyone that comes to this video and sees it. And I hope this touched you. Alright, bye you guys.